I blindly defended him. That was so stupid. And my cautionary tale is to stop defending people blindly. Look into stuff. And hey, if you need to cut a friendship or a relationship with someone, do it. Hey guys, the state of shock, panic, disbelief, bite my tongue on so many things. My friendship, like this is crazy. This is insane. This is insane.
This is insane. This is insane. This woman is a fucking, I'm gonna wait till it's made.
How do I count the ways how insane this all is? And they knew all this. They knew all this. And so Ryland straight up just lied. Just talked to them personally about it, which is such a lie on so many levels. My sister was there, like right after that all happened, like breaking down crying. They're just liars. They both told me like, oh my God, we're gonna distance ourselves from Jeffree. And Ryland's like, yeah, I never saw that. Yeah. Ooh, sorry. When I think about this friendship, I'm so stupid. He would give me the validation in a way a toxic boyfriend would, right? Like they string you along enough to like keep you happy and be like, hey, yes, I'm your friend, but also destroy you behind your back. Oh my God, is it crazy? Like I did all my TikToks on Ryland, just like the straight up lies he told. Like I'm still so shook. It's crazy. He just totally skimmed over Jeffree. Once again, Jeffree just coming out of the scotch clean because, you know, everyone's throwing the blame on Jay and like I'm having some sort of like literally acid reflux or something. I don't know what's happening. My sister was there. I'm like, shitty friends. And when like Garrett, Ryland, Morgan, Drew and him were like and Andrew were all making like, you know, haunted videos. I was tossed aside, like whatever. I'm only around when like Shane falls. And sometimes he'll even say like, oh, I shouldn't say this. I don't want to like trigger you, or like, I don't know. Like, wow, this is crazy. It's crazy how he took 6 minutes and it's just like, all right, well, moving on. My issue, and I told Shane when he did contact me on Saturday, he only contacted me after I started mentioning him and Ryland on TikTok, praising Jeffree, him lying about his friendship with Jeffree last year, and all of a sudden now he's like, he was the only one that was there for me. Of course he was the only one that was there for you. You both did really messed up shit. Cancel me for thinking I'm a different gender or whatever, but they did some nasty ass shit, okay? Half the stuff I didn't even know about. I ended up watching D'Angelo Wallace's video and I'd never seen it before, and honestly, like, I'm not trying to like go back to that. Shane has had me take down multiple videos. There was one with Trevor Moran. Like, that's the only one that's still private for me, is the one with Trevor. And he's like, I'm sorry, Chevy is her name. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I honestly, oh, sorry, I'm trying not to edit this. Like, and I just blindly deleted it. I'm so freaking stupid. But yeah, you're getting canceled for kissing minors and making those jokes. Like, that's, okay, that's like a different level. Jeffree was getting canceled for for aggressively saying racial slurs, saying he's gonna throw acid on people's faces, spitting on people. These are some real life shit that they're doing like off camera, behind closed doors. Okay, cancel me because I'm a troll or whatever. I don't, like, okay, fine. Like, and you know what? I own up to it. And that's what's freaking crazy, is Ryland just putting all the blame on me. I don't think she could express herself right when she's talking about Jeff. It couldn't have been more clear. It sold their soul to the devil. And that's why I want no part of it. So then I see this Reddit someone sent me of Peter Mon from last September, doing a video. And me and Peter Mon actually have a really bad history because he's another one who's accused me of being a liar. And I'm someone who's not going to like lie on shit because it's easily provable or unprovable. I'm not going to like risk my reputation, my being sued, all that stuff like that. Like, I'm actually really cautious about what I say.
This morning feeling like a chicken nugget. You guys.
Like, there's so much more I could say, and then I'm just like, do I remember that right? Do you know what I mean? Said I was lying about an opioid addiction. Like, it's like, I share so much, and I think like people are just like not used to people sharing so much, and I get that, but I'm gonna keep sharing. And I don't, like, I just don't care. Like, I'm 32 now. Believe me, don't believe me. Watch me, don't watch me. I don't care. Like, I'm so thankful for people who do speak their truth at Tab. I'm so sorry. He made the original video on Jeffree last year about the Vegas trip. And I'm so sorry about Jeffree being racist. That is Jeffree turning on Shane. So yes, Shane and Ryland, Jeffree talks shit about you too. Big surprise. And Shane and Ryland talk shit about you because they're like, we're scared of him. And Ryland's like, he's not nice to us and blah, 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 like that. I know it's like a paycheck thing. I know it's like, or maybe it's literally it's a double thing. And I know I sound crazy saying that, but on so much shit. Every friendship or relationship that's ended, like, I put 75% of the blame on me because guess what? Like, I'm crazy. People tell me I'm crazy. I'm conditioned to be crazy. And I have an actual mental illness, and I've undiagnosed for many years with it. Accountability. I'm like, oh shit, like maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have called my ex-boyfriend's wife a C. I have to like rewind and take like this is on me. Like, maybe it's like 15% that person, or it's always like a little bit. But with this, I can say without 100% certainty, this is the only friendship relationship that is ending solely because of them. And the Jeffree stuff, when they call it the drama, or he said it was like a tiff between two of our friends, there was no tiff. I wanted to be Jeffree. I was, oh my gosh, like this is amazing. I've always admired him. I always said that because like I thought it was a cool life. To Shane vouching for him, Jeffree had blocked me. We talked about it, and I like during the Kat Von D stuff, I thought, oh my god, like Jeffree is a nasty person based on his past behavior. But when Shane started vouching for him, I was like, you know what? Let's not judge people based on their past behaviors. So nasty. Honestly, I should have just judged it, because if you're nasty back then, like, oof, you have to do a lot to prove that you're not nasty now. And he is just as nasty now, if not nastier, and gross and vile and like mean, just like mean behind closed doors and shit. Like, but yeah. And yeah, and so like whatever, I just can't believe like Ryland didn't take like 1 ounce of, like, it gave me one little bit of credibility, unwarranted. You guys don't hear this, but he never, it's always the other person. He's falling out with Andrew, falling out with Drew, Garrett, it's always like the other person. All his other friends before, it's always something they did. Posted that video last September, and it just is now on Reddit, or I just saw it now on Reddit, and it was like, met up with Shane in Vegas, and he said something like, yeah, Peter Mon's like, yeah, I'm gonna meet up with Trish, which we did meet up. I don't remember if it was before or after he met up with Shane, but we did meet up, and we sat in my kitchen, and it was fine. And like I said, other than him like saying I was lying about being addicted to things, and again, I don't know why, I guess people just think I lie because I overshare, or they think my life's crazy. But and Peter did not know me like that, and I was really, really upset about it. And like, it's so interesting because he said that when he met up with Shane and he told Shane he's gonna meet up with me, Shane's like, well, she's a pathological liar. They like laughed about it. This isn't the first time I've heard this. I've heard this from multiple of our YouTube friends that we used to be. Like, think about all of our YouTube mutual friends, okay? Just think about it. They're very not problematic, and I still talk to a lot of them, and they've offered me support. But yeah, he said that to a lot of people. What's the point? Telling people I'm a pathological liar, telling people I've herpes. If both of those were true, what's even the point? Like, to see someone just blatantly lie, you're just like, wow. And Shane always did that for a reason. He was always paranoid people were gonna play. And I get it, because you know what? He's shady. You know what? I don't voice memo. I freaking text all of my shit. It's like, screenshot it. Like, what do you have to hide? I'm so shocked. But I shouldn't be. And like, that's why I feel so stupid. I feel so stupid blindly defending him last year too. You know, I didn't even see half the stuff I went by. I didn't see it. And by Shane's mentality, that's what Jeffree didn't tell me. And you know what? I should have been more aware. And not to like bring all that back up and stuff like that, but when I rewatched the video, he had me like private and delete. I was like, something really wrong with this person. He edits those. He's there. Like it's a thing. Ryland is his puppet. I'm scared. I'm truly scared. I'm so scared because Shane's painted me as his pathological liar. And him and Jeffree have all this money. I've known they've like either threatened lawsuits or started lawsuits, willing to go completely broke for this, because I'm going to speak my truth, and I'm never going to stop speaking my truth. And if that means they need my money, then so be it. You can take my money, you can't take my voice. And I won't stop speaking up about it. And it's really scary, and it's scary. And it just sucks because people, I think right now, are just kind of on this, like, we don't like Shane bandwagon. And I hate that this is on that note, because it's something completely separate than the child thing and the animal thing. Like, he's really manipulative. Even I think on like the first friend of me, is like, I never had issues with James Charles. Like, I couldn't care less, you know what I mean? I just didn't know anything about him, to be honest. It's not like I hated him. But he fed me so much stuff about him. A fresh scandal where they were talking about James stealing the design. I had seen Shane around that time. This was like last year. And he's like, yeah, well, did you also know he stole like this, I don't know, James Charles did a palette and he stole like the makeup look. And I think I repeated that on front of me. He's like, he would constantly feed information about stuff that just didn't matter. But would like rile me up, where I thought like I had to be the voice, right? Like I was the hair by Jay in this situation where I'm like, wow, I'm gonna be this tough, loud voice, and I'm gonna Ryland. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody cares. In fact, I never really cared, if I'm being completely honest. I've always thought he leached off Shane Point blank period. I remember I was dating this guy, Sean, right before he started dating Ryland, and he's like, I think Sean's like using you. Like, he never had like a YouTube channel before, and now all of a sudden, like, you guys are doing videos together. Like, I kind of miss just the church videos. Like, just too much Sean. And then sure enough, a couple months later, who has a YouTube channel? Ryland. Who's quitting his job? Ryland. Who's Shane like promoting? And they like, it's so, he just like, I'm not trying to be nasty or anything like that, but like, it's some truth. Like, I don't know who this person thinks he is. Like, I'm just like, this, he's so far gone. Like, the views are so up his head, and like, it's insane. I don't know. Seeing that video of Peter saying that, like, it's just like all the stuff like Jeffree says about me. Like, if it's coming from multiple people that don't know each other, I have no interest in ever mending this friendship at all. That trio, because there is some evil, dark shit happening there. I don't know what it is, but I rebuke it. I don't support it. I appreciate people who can speak their truth, because I know it's super scary. Like, it's truly scary. Like, I'm truly like in shock. Ryland's confused. It's like, come back to reality, sweetie. Like, you're so far gone in this cult or some shit. Be done with it. But I feel like something worse. I feel like a pit in my stomach, because Shane has painted me as a pathological liar to people. And he knows, and you know what? And the internet always had this bad image of me, and they still do. We don't really like church, but this is bullying, and I appreciate that. Hey, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, if people can at least recognize that, like, this shit is like fucked up. Like, hey, that's cool. I'll take it. He banked on people, the internet, knowing this bad reputation about me, because think about all the scandals I've been in, right? Scandals. And okay, there's scandals. I've apologized for them. Transgender, like, I have gender identity issues. I always have. My therapist can testify from that, you know, but that was a huge one. That was huge, where it's like, and he was doing the conspiracy pal at the time, and like the very least he could have said is like, yeah, Trisha's like, talk to me about this or whatever, because he talked to me about, he thought he was transgender when he was 24, and we had this conversation. And like the DID thing this year, you know, he was still making videos. Like, definitely could have been like, yeah, Trisha's also talked about like blacking out and like, you know, disassociating and stuff. Never did. And he does his bullshit because the internet gives me anxiety, but he's stood up for tons of people that aren't his bestie. Tana during TanaCon, like, girlfriend of Ryland's had a movie out at some festival. He tweeted about it. Doesn't tweet about my music videos. Doesn't come to my show. Like, he said this specifically in the text. He's like, I've always supported you privately as a friend because the internet gives me anxiety. That's bullshit. That's so much bullshit. He likes the fact that the internet thinks of me as the crazy one, the person who is not validated because she's a troll. I mean, I'll take being a troll over being an actual evil, conniving, racist person. Okay? It's like, and then when I confronted him about the Gabby thing, this was a while ago, maybe, like, I was like, oh yeah, Gabby is like telling everyone, like, or told, because again, I was talking to Dustin Daly about this in the DMs, and I'm like, yeah, Gabby said that, like, you're the one who told her, and she always like insinuated, like, think of her only friend, which was true. He goes, oh, I don't remember saying that to her, like, I can't, like, I don't think so. No, God, no, I would never. But yeah, seeing Ryland like just lie, seeing Peter's video from last September, not even all this, to confirm what I've already known of him telling people and making up lies about me. It's crazy. It's insane. And Shane, you're disgusting. You're the most disgusting person. Like, hearing that, I'm just like, Shane's a coward. Shane is a coward. Point blank period. He's a coward. He can't take up ownership. He hides behind, I'm in therapy, I have issues, all stuff like that. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Once again, I'll end this, no ill will, because I really, really have no ill will. And they thrive. And they'll continue to thrive. That's just how it works. I'm not mad about it. I'm not wishing they get canceled over just my personal issues with them. But I'll tell you what, like, this all happened to me privately for so long, and I was manipulated for so long, and I'm so sick of it and done of it. I take back any support I ever gave. I blindly defended, and that was so stupid. And my cautionary tale is to stop defending people blindly. Look into stuff, and hey, if you need to cut a friendship or a relationship with someone, do it. Do it for your own soul. Do it for your own peace. Don't be blinded by money. I got wrapped into it a little bit until I went on that trip and I saw the true color. No thanks, I'm good in my rented home and my ugly hair and my bad skin, like, and fat body, but sober, not on drugs. dumb bitch. That's gross. To me, that's so gross too. But again, no ill will. I'm just speaking my truth, and like, that's all I can do. Like I said, I'm not even like, I'm not upset. I'm not even upset. I wake up every morning with like a weight off my chest because of this, because I think it was like, I was literally like lifting this evil energy out of me. Like at the end of my TikTok, and I'll say it here, I want to move past this, and the less I see about it, the less it's going to trigger me and the less I'm going to react. And everyone knows I am reactionary, and I don't want to be reactionary. I don't want to be that person online, because it's so much anxiety. Like I can't catch my breath. I can't see straight. So like, just please don't tag me in things. Please don't send me things. Like, I don't want to see it. Like, I love seeing support and just like, I love you. And like, those kind of things are nice. Like, it feels good. But like everything else, I just don't want to see. To me, this is such a, like, it's not even on the scale when it comes to all the other allegations against like Jeffree and Shane in the past or now or currently. Like, there's some really serious shit against them. And like, to me, this is like, okay, they're mean and they're manipulative and they were evil and like they were not nice to me about whatever, but I don't compare myself to like some of this other serious shit they have going on. And like I don't know, like it's scary. So I'm shocked by all this. I'm literally in a state of shock. I wake up and I think it's like a dream. Like I'm just like I'm shocked. I'm just like, wow. Because in these situations, the one person I'd go to it would be Shane. And yeah, Ryland, he said we could talk it out, but Shane said, let's just post me and forget about it. And then followed up with after a 30-minute conversation via text was, and he did text this one, which was kind of weird, but he did follow it up with, well, I just don't want to believe what you said. So that would have been a great conversation. Just not believing what I said, and that all makes sense now. And that's fine, because the truth always comes out.